Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I found this little sketchbook here just hiding amongst my desk. I actually cleaned it for once. And I realized that I had never put this sketchbook on my YouTube channel as a sketchbook tour, partly because it's so small and there's not a lot of pages, but I thought it was cute and it might be a nice way to sort of end off the year. I don't even think I finished this during 2019, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Before I get there though, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One of them is this. This is my Inktober 2019 zine, and I still have quite a few copies in the edition available on my Etsy store. So if you like my work, this would be a great way to support me, help me buy more stamps to mail out more things to art directors as self-promotion, and also to mail stuff from my Etsy store. It's got 30 illustrations inside, and each one is hand trimmed by yours truly and hand bound with embroidery floss. So no staples, it's all bound really nice like this, and there's only 25 made, and once those sold out, I will not be making any more. So yeah, check out my Etsy store if you want to pick up one of these. I think about half are sold, so there's only about half left. And I think they turned out really good. This is the centerfold, and I just really love how that rabbit turned out, and I love how the stitching looks on the inside. There's a few different colors of floss that you can choose from, so yeah, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I also wanted to talk about my goals for 2019. So these are sort of like resolutions, I guess. I just had 3 last year, which was basically to make and sell stickers, which I did, and you can buy stickers on my Etsy store. I wanted to finish the first draft of my novel, and I did that too. I haven't really settled into starting the second draft, but maybe I'll put that down for 2020. And then the one in the center here is make something worth submitting to Spectrum. So Spectrum is an annual art competition, and then they put out a book, and basically this book gets used by art directors as a telephone book of sorts, and also as collectors items, and for illustrators to take a look at it and basically see where the industry's at, what the trends are, you know, compare your work to their work and see what you need to do to reach the same level of basically professionalism and hireability and creativity and stuff like that. So the year before, 2018, I don't think I submitted anything because I didn't really have anything that I was proud of or anything that suited the theme. It's all for speculative art, so fantasy, science fiction, abstract, surrealism, stuff like that. So this year I'm going to submit something, and I'm quite glad that I do have something to submit. So those were my goals for 2019, and I'm really proud of basically completing all of them, because these are all sort of peripheral to my work and to, you know, being a homeowner and stuff. So these are like the extras, and I did them. So I hope you guys achieved your goals as well, and maybe in 2020 I'll let you know what mine are, or maybe I'll just let you know at the end if I did them or not. So moving on to the little sketchbook here. It's all birds inside, and it's one of those little pocket moleskin sketchbooks, and I think I must have like cannibalized a bunch of the pages for something else, but we'll open it up here. So yeah, I finished this one in 2018, and it's just been like hiding on my desk, so I hope you like it. Some of the drawings are very faint. I was using a lot of blue, so there's a wing there, you can kind of see it. Just a study, I think it's labeled Snowy Owl, so it's a snowy owl in flight from the back. Very pale, lots of pale like blue marker and stuff. Here is a red-necked grebe. I'll sort of like, I guess, tilt it around because it's getting so blown out because I only used one pencil. Haha. Here's a sketch of a great blue heron. Here's a chickadee, I think just done in ballpoint pen. Very cute. Here's some like circle birds. Haha. I used to draw these a lot in school, like in the margins of my notes from art history and design history and stuff like that. A couple more birds. Here's a sparrow and a blue jay with a peanut. We have blue jays that visit here at our new house all the time, and they're super nice, but they know, like, they've learned that they can scream and we'll come out and give them peanuts, which is fine by me because I like seeing them, so they can scream all they want. This is a skull of a Cooper's hawk that I found in a forest off of a highway one time, and I know it's a Cooper's hawk because I also found it with the rest of the body that still had feathers on it, which is a bit morbid, but yeah, I was able to ID the skull based on the rest of the remains, so that's pretty fun. It's very fragile and very small. It's smaller than this drawing for sure. Here's a couple funny hawks. This one's got some watercolor on it. I like that one. And a few more drawings here. You got some dinosaur sketches and a quail. I think quails are super cool. I've only ever seen one quail, and I saw it in a Denny's parking lot in Idaho. Couple more funny sketches with watercolor. I sort of like how the watercolor like behaves on this thin moleskin paper. It gets like, I don't know, it has a rustic feel. You can hear it. Couple more drawings. These are some feathers from my collection, and these are some feet. Dinosaur type feet. And a couple more funny doodles, and a white-capped Pyonis parrot with the beak extended. So that's part of the cranial kinesis that parrots have. It allows them to sort of like poke their front bill out and let them grab things better. A couple more sketches, a bald eagle on the left and a woodpecker on the right. And this is funny stuff. This is some sticker paper that I found at work, which I think was used for old geological diagrams. So like if you wanted to note where the sandstone was, you would use like the dotty stickers and mask it out and stick it on there. So I found a ton of that obviously nobody's using anymore because technology has advanced. But it's kind of cool. Another parrot on the side, and over here just a drawing of Confuciusornis sanctus. This is a specimen that we actually have at the museum. It's in our dinosaur hall gallery because birds are dinosaurs. And in the end, just I think I was testing out a white paint marker and then it really sucked. It's so hard to find good white markers and white paint and stuff. For those of you curious, my favorite white paint of all time is the Winsor & Newton titanium white gouache. Sometimes it's called permanent white depending on how old the tube is, but yeah, the Winsor & Newton is by far the best. I've used a lot of white gouache, but the Winsor & Newton one is the best. And that's just for regular gouache, not for acrylic gouache. So yeah, Winsor & Newton. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you had a good 2019, and I hope 2020 will treat you just as well. I know with the state of the world and Australia on fire and, global warming and all of that, it's sometimes difficult to stay present and stay optimistic, but all my best for 2020. Thanks for watching. Bye!